Hello, everyone. How we doing today? Happy Friday. I'm gonna repeat that track because it's my favorite. Hello. Oh, thank y'all for joining me. I'm feeling a bit better today, for sure. Certainly enough to where I can stream, I think. I have about 2 hours today, so I wanted to say hello. And as of last night, we have the release candidate out to my team. We're going to be playing it on, What is up? Natasha's. Oh, nice call on the Stardew Valley as well. Oh, the new 5G update is great, Ring. I'm triple vaxxed now. It's fantastic. That first night, oh my god. I was just like, I couldn't fall asleep for, well, whatever. You guys know how it goes. Anyway, we got the release candidate. We're going to be playing it on stream today. It includes everything that we kind of need. I guess with the exception of the launcher. But I'm not sure if we're going to be having people download that themselves or if we're going to be including it in the install. It kind of just depends on how we decide to tackle it. But the game itself this release should be feature complete. We'll test it. It's got performance profiles now, which is really fun. That took a long time to set up, but I'm hoping that it'll be worth it because then you guys can fuck with your settings and make sure that it performs well for you, which is obviously key. That's like one of the big things that I really, really wanted for this release was to just make sure that, it's playable for everyone. Not yet, Cisco. I'm wondering if I'll unlock some new powers soon. I'll keep you guys posted. Yeah, Cyrus. It's a matter of us kind of figuring out. So I got to launch the new website. I've been working on it in my spare time, just kind of filling copy in and blah, blah, blah. So I got to do the work of redirecting the old website to the new one and just making sure everything's set up there. We've cleared it already with the Wabajack people, so that part of the pipeline is done. And really, it's just going to come down to kind of how long it takes me to get all that tertiary stuff set up and make sure that the team is ready for a release. So I'm not going to give you guys a release date, but it's very close. Like, very, very close. Again, I thought about trying to mark one today or like bring it up with the team, but it's not worth it because again, it's the holidays. They're testing this release candidate right now. I tested this one myself pretty fucking thoroughly. I installed it on using Wabajack. Like, it should be fine. I can't imagine they're gonna find anything, but there's really no point in applying the additional pressure because if we do find something, then you don't want to be stuck to a release date that you'd then have to push back. That's like the number one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to have to push the release date back. I'm really partial to I've said it before, the Apex Legends approach. I think it's really cool. Hope it isn't terminal, of course. Yes, Lizzie will end me if I release a release date. Particularly without clearing it with the team first. That would be horrible. Oh, yeah. Funny how that works. Reveal. Alright, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and dive in. I can show you some of the new stuff. I think this is charged. I hope this controller's charged. Because I really... No, not this mod organizer. I really like it. So this is my dev build. I'll show you guys the build, which will be... Let's see... You guys here go releases 1.0.0 build. This one has been installed with the Wabajack file that is the release candidate. So everything that you're seeing here is what will be in the actual build. I'll pause that. Hopefully you will never even have to see mod organizer unless you really know what you're doing. But this is how it looks. I've really tried my very best to cut down on excess files. The final install, like all the files, just the core mod files themselves, amounts to about 87 gigabytes, right? the downloads additionally will take up more space. I'm still waiting to see exactly how many. I think Finn is installing it right now, like from scratch with all the downloads. And then we'll have a good readout on how much space that will take up. You can always delete those after the installation, but if you have the space, you probably won't want to because that'll make updating easier. Because then you won't have to, you know, re-download everything. It'll take fucking forever. But the actual install on disk for just purely the mod files is about 87 gigabytes. I've really tried to like bring that number down a lot. So, you know, hopefully that's enough. Hey Monica, how you doing? Hello Olivier. Hello everybody. Thank you for joining me on this Friday. So why don't we do nice, Brandon. Why don't we go ahead and test? So here, I'll show you guys. You guys have seen a lot of Ultra. So let's go ahead and take a look at Ultra really fast. And I'll give you kind of a sense of what my frame rate... I'll turn on the frame rate counter. And I'll give you... It's going to be interesting to see how it compares when I'm streaming versus when I'm offline. I know an area that I can start in that I have a pretty consistent read on what the frame rate should be. So we'll fire up Ultra, and then we can try out some of the lower ones. You can see what sort of performance increase you might expect. And then we'll try out, you can see Potato Mode. That one I'm very proud of. Potato Mode is like super, well, it's very potato. It actually does not include the vast majority of like graphical improvements. It's really intended for people who are just have the potatoiest potatoes, and hopefully they'll still be able to play. I'm interested to see. I'm very excited to see. Oh, thank you so much for the resub, Claire. Much appreciated. Nice, Brandon. Oh, Cyrus, that's ominous. What does that mean? Want to see what I'll never be able to play. Hey, Lizzie. Hey, okay, so here's the other thing. I really try to make sure that like the high and the medium profiles look really good and are sufficiently, you know, thank you for the sub, KevBot. Are sufficiently pretty still. Right? Oh shit, I didn't turn on my controller. Please. Is this the... Yo! Holy crap, thank you for 10,000 bits, Cyrus. Holy cheese. Christ. Oh, please pardon my language. Oh my god, thank you. Holy crap, that literally just took us to the end of a level 5 hype train. Monica, thank you for 10 gifted subs. Holy shit, how many bits? 10,000... That's insane. That's like a lot of fucking money, dude. Yo. Thank you so much. That is... I'm very humbled. And thank you, Monica, for the gifted subs as well. Holy shit. Bro. Thank you. Well, here, let me try and prove that your investment was worthwhile. So here's the thank you for 30 bits ring. Much appreciated. Gay time. Of course. Okay, so I'm going to load up this area. This is it might be like the most intense, if you don't count the cities, I guess. This is like, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Immediate level 5 hype train. That's the most insane thing I've ever seen. Thank you so much, Cyrus. I really appreciate it. That is wild. Okay, so here's my, what's it called? My kind of little favorite testing zone. So let's see. Usually I get about, I would say if I'm facing this direction, it's usually like 60, 65. Okay, so that's about what I'm getting on stream. Anywhere between like 60 and 70. Wow, NDI is just so much better than doing shit on your local recording, right? Thank you so much for the follow, Kazis. Thank you, Guerrero, for the sub. Yeah, Wildlander. It's very Wildlander. Oh, thank you so much, Sketch. Y'all, thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, if I make a new character today, we can definitely do that. Cyrus gets the, it'll be whatever character Cyrus wants. Yeah, NDI is fucking nuts. So anyway, here's Ultra, right? So what we're going to be taking a look at here, I want you guys to kind of note the frame rate. And again, you can expect it to be a bit higher than this. if you have the same hardware as me, just because NDI is really, like, what's the word? It's far less impactful, but there's still some small impact. Okay, so what I want you guys to note here is take a look at the frame rate, right? And kind of just the general graphics, what it looks like. So what we're going to do is go down in terms of performance profile. Maybe I'll just jump straight to medium so we don't waste too much time on it. And you can kind of see, I want you to kind of gauge the difference in frame rate and visuals as we go down to the other profiles, right? Thank you so much for the additional 100 bits, Cyrus. My gosh. So yeah, here's our beautiful Riften forest. That is, obviously, will make your graphics card scream. So the ability that you'll have, or I should say the tools that you guys will have to adjust your performance impact will be really, like, readily displayed within the launcher. That is so kind of you, Cyrus. My graphics card is crazy, Guerrero. It's a 3080 FTW, so it's pretty nuts. Most users are obviously not going to, and this is in 1440p, most users are not going to have that kind of hardware, right? Yeah, so looking back this way, that's a bit lower than what I'm used to. But not by much, really. NDI is crazy, and like when I used to run this on my computer, it would way impact it. Yes. I feel you, Mr. Paul. That's how I am with a lot of games. So anyway, here's your kind of look at the ultra profile. So what we are then going to do, let's go ahead and quit. And let's go to, like, medium. I think medium is something a lot of people will be playing on, right? So the tools that you guys will have will be readily displayed in the launcher. You can very easily change your resolution, which obviously, you know, 1440p is my monitor's native resolution. It's what I prefer to play at if I can. But it still looks great, in my opinion, in 1080p, and that's an easy way to get some frames. So you have the resolution drop down. You have the just general quality selection drop down. So that's how you switch between these different performance profiles. So you can really easily just kind of like pick the ones you want and kind of test to see where your performance is at. And hopefully, this is not a guarantee, but hopefully we will be able to add a drop down before release to the launcher that allows you to very easily select the shaders, the ENB as well. So you can either go to because this is also the super ultra version of the ENB, the shaders, Zangdar ENB. Ideally, if we can get that drop down working, then I will include like a more performance version of that same shader series, ENB. And also I will include an option for just not including the shaders at all. So that way you will have, hopefully, a large degree of granular control over your performance and your visuals. That is true. Okay. So here we are on medium. I like to think it still looks pretty good, if you ask me. Where you can see we're getting, what, 88, 90 frames per second. So that's roughly a 30 FPS increase. You can see here that on medium, there's a few things that are different. The grass distance will be less, and you'll get kind of like less motion and stuff like that. But if you ask me, I think it still looks pretty good. And the frame rate increase is significant. You can see here, if I'm getting 90 FPS here, that's like a 30 frame increase. So yeah, if you run a 1080 Ti, probably, I mean, you might be able to get away with high. And if you also, what's it called? If you, yeah, this is the medium preset. So if you bump it up to high, you will get further grass distance. The shadows will go further. The cool thing about, oh, thank you so much for 3 months, Chaos Lord. How you doing? The cool thing about the shaders, the EMB, is that they're really good at they have a feature that's called distant shadows. What distant shadows, excuse me, is it sort of approximates, like okay, if you look way off in the distance here at the tree LODs, you can see that it still kind of looks like they have shadows, right? What those are, they're essentially fake shadows. In fact, here, there's like let me run up to the top of this cliff. There's a spot nearby. Would a 2070 Super be able to run it on Ultra? I think so, John. I mean, the problem is I don't really know. Oh, yeah, I will show you guys the low preset. I'll show you the low preset, and I'll show you the potato one, just because I think it's really cute, and I worked really hard to make sure potato would be viable, because potato is actually, unironically, the hardest mode to create, because there's a lot of considerations that I had to take in order to make sure that, like, because potato is the only profile in which the graphical mods are, like, actually removed, right? And that's difficult to do when you're building a mod list. So yeah, here's the medium. You can see, I mean, here I'm getting what? That's because there's no grass, there's no like shadows and shit that I'm looking at right here. None of the stuff that we're seeing. You can see, this is what I wanted to show you. Here's fake shadows. So you can see like the trees. I wish I could like point to the screen. Here, I'll use so you can see like the shadows here. And you can see kind of like off in the, like you see how each one of these tree LODs kind of still has shadows on it. Those are fake shadows with the EMB preset, which is really cool in my opinion. I think it does a great job of keeping, you can see a lot of them over here on like the tree LODs, right? So it still looks really good, but because it's not rendering like real shadows, the frame rate is like way fucking higher. So you wouldn't think that looking out over this would, you know, be better for frame rate than say turning around and looking at all this. But you can see here I'm at 100 FPS, right? I turn around over here, 130, and that's basically because there's no grass and there's no shadows. So I think it looks pretty good, if you ask me. Obviously, there are going to be areas that are still pretty difficult, but like this is one of the most difficult areas. So this is kind of like what you can expect. Let's go ahead and quit out, and we will show you the low. Now, low preset is pretty low. It actually does not have any grass at all. And I can't remember if it has shadows or not. Yes, Brandon, I'm going to be playing. I haven't decided if I'm going to be doing my playthroughs like Let's Play style or if I'm going to do them on stream. Oh, yeah. Absolutely spell drink. I mean, you tell me. What you just saw was medium Wildlander. So if that looks better, then... Yo! Thank you for 10 gifted subs, Chaos Lord. My gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, y'all. You're too kind. Yeah, so if what you just saw, if you think it looks better than vanilla, then that would be, you know, your barometer, because that was medium Wildlander. Thank you so much, Chaos Lord. Thank you all so much. Cyrus, Monica, Chaos Lord, everyone who subbed. Thank you for the follow, Simpson. Please. Yeah, see, well, I personally, I think I love streams for like this, where I can talk with you guys. For play, I'm too easily distracted, I feel like, to try and have a real playthrough when I'm trying to keep up with chat. I'm just not good at that kind of thing. Some people are. Maybe I could get better at it, but frankly, I'm not sure if I'm interested in doing that. I kind of like just, you know, I like just playing and talking at the camera. So this is the low profile. The low profile, I actually recommend disabling the shaders because it really doesn't like... I don't know. Maybe I'll turn back on the shadows just because the shaders... Oh, thank you so much, Juicebox Hero, for the gifted sub. The shaders really do not like when you have shadows turned off entirely. So you see this kind of like weird flickering that keeps happening. So if I turn off the shaders... Looks like this. This is your low profile. So the low is basically, we still have the graphical improvements in there. You're still going to get the better trees. You're still going to get the better textures. All the same mods that I use to improve the graphics in the medium, high, ultra versions are still enabled. So you get that on low as well. Yeah, we're thinking about that, Cyrus. It really just depends on that drop down that we're working on. If I can get a way, if we can like lock you out of certain shader usage on like if a certain profile is there, we might be able to do it. I've just poor Matt, who's been kind of the lead dev on the launcher. We've tasked him with so much already, so I don't want to like toss too much. It's basically been Matt and Ring and Finn working on the launcher. Jay was working on it as well. Yeah, so I was actually doing a lot of like testing in, you know, low mode and potato mode. So again, this one still has like the graphical improvements. Now it's certainly a what you would call a, how do I put this? It's a departure from playing on the other profiles for sure, but I don't know. Like, I feel like our brains are pretty good at just kind of a, you know, after a while, it's almost like you don't even notice it, which is kind of funny. Here's a bear. I didn't add vanilla grass on low, Cisco, because this is the, like, low you are really not supposed to have to play unless you really don't have a powerful computer. And then potato mode is for, like, you have a fucking laptop with, like, integrated graphics. You know what I mean? So I think if you are, because, like, medium's still pretty low. The main ones that I anticipate people using will be medium, high, and ultra. I almost feel like you could kind of consider them in their own league of, like, high, medium, low, right? If that makes sense. I guess I could change them to be, like, high, medium, low, very low, and then potato. But, you know, it's all just kind of, like, a misnomer. Yeah, so this is what low looks like. And you can see here, like, I've got my shaders off. My frame rate is capped to 144, so you can see that it wants to go higher. It just, you know, can't. Oh, it went to 146 for a second there. Those hedge-looking mini trees. Yes, that is a difference. Well, this is low. Pumpkin cake. So the reason that so you're going to get a lot of fade in. Like, if we go to a, go Whiterun origin. If you go into like a settlement, the fade in is extremely obvious. Yes, totally, Monica. It's the shadows, the lack of shadows, I think, really give it that old school vibe. Okay, so let's see. Here in Whiterun, I'm getting, what is this? Approximately, kind of got to give it a second to settle. It's about 90. About 90 to 100, I would say, and that's the most, that area, looking from that door, the draw calls are pretty nuts. So we'll go ahead and watch, like, stuff appear as we go. In fact, we'll go into first person so you can really see. You will see lots of things just kind of pop in, especially as we kind of approach over here. But, I mean, in my opinion, again, I don't recommend that people play on low if you can help it. Hi, Carlotta. But, you know, if you have to, I think it's fine. And the thing that I definitely upped on all of the profiles is that so, like, one of the things that Bethany, which is what I use to, you know, create, like, the profiles, I just tweak them. One of the things it really likes to do in order to get the frames up is reduce the visible distance for, like, objects and also actors. And actors are, like, NPCs, enemies, things like that. So what I do is I manually go in and up the actor fade so that they don't fade away, because that can be dangerous. You don't want to, you know, you don't want to see a bear appear when it's 10 feet from you only, right? So this is low, and oh, you can see, wow, the object's fade is so low that the door doesn't show up for some reason. That's not ideal. There it is. But, you know, I guess those are the compromises you make. Why are NPCs sinking through the floor? Where are they sinking through the floor? Lizzie. Did someone sink through the floor? Hello, buddy. How does low look in the open field? Let's check it out. The dude by the notice board? Is he sinking through the floor? His feet are like an inch through the floor. I guess so. I mean, it looks normal to me. I don't know. I can't really tell. This guy just hammering away. Yeah, the pop-in is basically how the let's see. COC, right, white run, exterior, 01. Open field looks like this. So there should be buildings there, I want to say. No, not there, but over there. So not great, to be honest with you. Yeah, hammering glass windows. So this is your low profile. So this, again, I would really only recommend this for people who, like, really do not have, what's it called, good hardware. Yeah, it's, you know, we're basically Fallout New Vegas now. So you can still see, like, important shit. Like I said, like, actors. You can see these deer. Yes. No shadows. And then, you guys want to see the real shit. Let's talk about potato. Let's go to potato mode. So yeah, I do not recommend potato or low unless you really need to, but the important thing, at least for me, was that they are there if you need them, right? Like, the last thing that I want to do is have people just not be able to play. Because the graphics, don't get me wrong, graphics are very important for immersion. They can really, like, take the experience to the next level, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, I think that graphics will always be, like, the real star of the show should be the game, right? Should be the gameplay. The graphics, I think, are, like I said, I think our brains can kind of, they just normalize whatever we're seeing, right? They'll get used to it. If you have to play on that stuff, they'll get used to it, and hopefully it won't. I mean, maybe for some people it's more of a barrier, but I really do think that's the case. Okay, potato mode, y'all. So you can see here, now this is the big thing we have to test, is that, so you have all of these plugins that are disabled, and generally speaking, you're not supposed to switch between, you know, games that have plugins. Here's potato mode. Turn off the shaders. But I think we can get away with it because none of those, I, like, removed any script mods from, like, that stuff. I really try to make it possible. So yeah, here's potato mode, right? Which I still think looks fine. This is what people forget, is that vanilla design, like, visual design is good. Like, straight up. It's a bit gray, but we kind of fixed that because there still are some graphical things in place here. Like, you're still getting, like, cathedral weathers and those improvements. So you can see the distant LODs. Not amazing, but it's potato mode. You know what I mean? So this is really, yeah, it's completely serviceable in my opinion. Well, so here's the thing, Cisco. If you add vanilla grass, that's, grass and shadows are some of the biggest performance impactors. So I think if you want that stuff, probably hit up medium. Yeah, the tiled texture, well, that's what the grass is for. It's really hard to not tile your textures, to be honest with you. You'll see this if you go through mods on the, oh, here, hold up. If you go through mods on the Nexus and try out all the different texture mods, right? It's very hard not to build tiling textures just because of the way that textures are applied to landscapes in most video games. Oh yeah, totally, Monica. I think people sleep on just how actually good the vanilla art like, obviously there's a lot of textures in vanilla that are, like, low fidelity, right? So you get a lot of, you know, kind of fuzzy looking stuff. Like, if you zoom in on that, like, that's not great, right? In terms of just, like, a resolution, we'll say. We'll zoom out a little bit. But, so, you know, it's not amazing by any means. But check it out. If you were just, you know, playing, like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, you just, unless you really, really look, you're not going to notice that stuff, which is, I think, something that people, especially, like, crazy modders like myself, it's easy to forget that stuff because we're very obsessed with, like, every object has to look great when you like zoom in on it, and like, you know, you really want this high fidelity textures. And of course, again, that does make a difference, but sometimes I think that we treat it a bit more heavy-handedly than it really kind of needs to be. No, I'm not. See ya. So yeah, this is potato mode. So if you are someone who really genuinely has a potato computer, hopefully you will still be able to enjoy. Because again, the real star of the show should be the gameplay and just the game, you know? Yes, that's all that stuff. And then here, what we'll do now to jump straight to a bit of contrast, we'll do the high profile, which frankly, I think high is what a lot of people will play on. If you ask me, it looks pretty good. Ow. Oh, I'm stretching. Oh, cool. I'm glad, Kai. Ow. Yes, still soon. Excuse me. But very, very close. Extremely close. Basically, it's like, assuming that this build works the way that we hope it will, and my team, like, they've only gotten, like, I gave this file to them at, like, midnight my time last night, so they haven't really had time to like install it. We are actually trying to build that into the launcher. Great Pedinsky. There's 5 presets, Jestem. There's ultra, high, medium, low, and potato. I mean, most computers, to be honest, will be like, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I'm very curious to see. Like, because based on the feedback that you guys give me, because we've been able to test on our machines, right? But like, we have a range of machines that it's basically my computer is like crazy fucking good, and then like most of the team's computers like not as good. Right? So we have that kind of like contrast. So here's like the high graphics. What is this? 73, 72 over here. This to me basically looks, especially up close, it basically looks like Ultra. Well, so Ultra is also like the texture sizes. I don't go crazy with texture sizes. I'm generally like a 1K, 2K at max, unless we're talking about, you know, something that is like really, you're going to be, like doors, for example. I'll let those have high textures because you slam your face right up into it. Oh, Lizzie, doesn't like Skyrim default.ini. What even is that file? Where even is that? That's weird. Well, we'll have to fix that. So yeah, you can see here, it's still fucking full ass grass. Like the grass and the shadows don't go as far, but it's kind of like, who cares, right? If you really, like, to me, it still looks fine. And other than that, it's like pretty functionally identical. Yeah, and then 2K is skin textures. I definitely do that. Yeah, so Lizzie's computer is older. I mean, it's still... I know that it's struggled. I mean, Skyrim, unfortunately, is just not a game that, you know, it's not a, how do I put this? It's not well optimized, I guess you would say. Or it just, so Special Edition is way better about this, but it does not handle your hardware super, super well. Right? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Spider versus, well, here. Fuck them spiders. Actually, I should also turn on God mode. I am not going to pre-cache grass, Aerothone, because then that limits our ability to have the different performance profiles, right? I mean, I guess I could do it for Ultra, but then also, like, shipping the pre-cached grass then increases the file size, like, tremendously. So I think to be honest, if someone knows how to pre-cache their own grass, I say go for it. Right. I knew that was you, Aosana / Daryl. I didn't know if you wanted me to, how you want me to refer to you on stream. I guess it doesn't matter. If you know how to pre-cache your grass with Dindulad, I say go for it. That's probably not something I'm going to do for the performance builds just because of those reasons that I mentioned. Yeah, I wish that it was... I mean, Fallout 4, I think, is better at utilizing your hardware. Anecdotally, I feel like that's true. Maybe it's not. Yeah, so this is the high profile. To me, it's very, very similar to Ultra. The thing you get on Ultra is the grass distance goes further, and so do the shadows. But that's, like, the biggest difference, I would say. It does not give you better performance, Smokey. If anything, it's going to give you... Like, it's actually way less impactful than you might think. But there is a performance impact when you pre-cache grass and then you have it kind of, you know, basically goes forever. Or it goes to whatever U-grids you set for it. Yes. So yeah, that's high. And then I guess at that point we can go back to Ultra for the last comparison, since you guys have now seen all the other ones, and then we can do an actual, play some just standard gameplay. Yes, I think that high is a good option. Frankly, I think that Ultra makes it sound really intimidating. So maybe I should rename them. Maybe I should rename them to high, medium, low, very low, and then potato. But I don't know. I think that it really depends. Ultra's pretty intense now that I stop to think about it. Maybe Ultra is fine. Like, Ultra doubles the shadow distance, and the grass distance is also really high. I probably won't change that, at least in the initial build, because, like, we're so locked in at this point that changing almost anything is, like, a huge pain in the ass. Which is good, because then that, you know, I'm gonna infinitely polish and tweak every little fucking thing kind of developer. So it's good having it this locked in to where even I am like, no, it's too annoying to change it. Let's leave it how it is. But even like renaming the profiles, like that's a whole thing. And I have to change like some of the tertiary things that are set up to deliver the profiles. Lizzie, I'm very interested about that Skyrim default.ini situation, because that did not happen to me. But maybe that's like it's in the downloads folder. I want to see if it happens to Finn and Ring as well. Yes, totally. Natasha's. Okay, so then we'll go back and we'll compare the same area on Ultra. Yo, thank you for the Prime sub, Halgari. Y'all, big round of applause and a thank you to Halgari, who, for those of you who don't know, is the creator of Wabajack. So obviously none of this would be possible without Wabajack and what it allows us to do. It's frankly fucking insane. So yeah, here, let's pop this frame rate. Mr. Wabajack, there you go. They need to let us put flares on people's names in Twitch chat. So here's Ultra. You can see, yeah, I can't stress that enough, y'all. Like, if you can see just the level of shit that Wabajack allows you to do, like, straight up, it's factual that it is insane. Like, absolutely fucking nuts. Even just like last night, just little tools like it's like one of the last issues that I ran into, right, was that I used this tool called Easy NPC to kind of extract all the different NPC variants that I want to use. And that kind of compiles them all into like a really nice archive, and it's very simple compared to the old way of doing things. But the issue there was that because I had all of the NPC mods that it draws from disabled, they would not, like Wabajack, of course, does not include by default any mods that you have disabled, because it's like, why would it include them? There's no files that are being used for the game. But there's a feature that you can use where you can tag those files. I need to include those files anyway because we need their archives. And that way we're not just like redistributing them, and then also that way the authors still get their downloads, they get their donation points and blah, blah, blah. So there's a feature in Wabajack where you can tag those mods with just basically like a flag that says, hey, even if these mods are disabled, still include them in the final install. There's tons and tons of little touches like that that just make it way, way easier for me and people like me to do what we do. So massive thank you. So yeah, this is Ultra, y'all. You can see it's what is this? On stream in this area. It seems like it's kind of floating between like 60 and 70. It's kind of stabilizing in like 66. I would say, like, again, NDI is fucking really nice as far as streams go. So while there is some impact on my stream or on my performance because I'm running the OBS NDI link up, it's probably about like 5 frames, I would say. In some areas, maybe a bit more. In some areas, maybe a bit less. Yeah, so here's Ultra. You are basically getting, like I said, twice the shadow distance, twice the grass distance. It's pretty, and, you know, maybe in like, oh my god. Oh, wait, let's make sure. Oh, that's a Khajiit. Oh, wait. Someone is trying to kill me. Ouch. Please don't. Please stop. Get away from me. Oh, I'm in God mode now, so I guess it doesn't matter. My specs are nuts. I have a 3080 FTW for the win edition. You missed. Ugh. Stop. Stop. Okay. Don't. Told you. My specs are a 3080 FTW. My processor is fucking nuts. It's a 5900X, one of the new AMDs. I can't remember how much RAM I have. I think it's 32. I don't think it's 64. I don't think that really matters for Skyrim, though. And my RAM is pretty fast, I want to say. Yeah, that's a Requiem feature, Pumpkin Cake. The whole, it's bows, it's only like the most basic bows that can get broken if someone slashes at you, which is like, sometimes I like that feature, sometimes I don't, but I generally leave it in because, again, it only applies, like only the very most basic bows, like the wooden ones, can get destroyed that way. The rest of them are fine. I specifically made it that way. NDI is a, I can't remember what it stands for, someone else might know. But it's basically, instead of like having, so there's a couple different ways you can stream, right? The most basic way would be to like stream from the computer that you're playing the game on. That's not ideal because, well, it's not ideal from a performance perspective because then basically you're double tasking your computer with both playing a game and also doing the stuff necessary to stream. So that's going to be the biggest performance impact. When people get more serious about streaming, then they tend to go, or even just like recording Let's Plays, they tend to go for a 2 PC setup. And within that framework, there's kind of like 2 major ways. One is to use a capture card as like a go-between, where, you know, you have your gaming PC with a capture card that is then being picked up by your second PC. That's fine. You know, I used to do that. It's how a lot of people still do it. It's generally better still for performance because, you know, the performance isn't being hugely offloaded to your main kind of computer. That water's looking a little green. Just a green river, you know, as one does. But yeah, so that's like, it's a pretty good way to do it, but I think the best way to do it is to use what's called the NDI's uncompressed audio video streaming over TCP. So basically, here's like a very shitty, non-technical, like layman's explanation. It is where you have both of your PCs are on the same network. The audio and video are being sent over your local network, so it's significantly less overhead. It probably sucks for like maybe my wife right now. Like maybe it, you know, sucks up all of our bandwidth. I don't really know if that's true or not, but for our purposes here, it's fantastic. It gives you a very high quality stream. It's nice and smooth. It's like way less impact on your gaming PC so that you don't have to worry about, you know, dropping your frames. What's up, Stormcloaks? You guys on a mission? You gonna go murder all the people in that farm and create some child's like anime origin story after their parents get killed? Will the alternate start work exactly the same in Wildlander? Well, actually, I can show you what the alternate start will look like. Let's go ahead and start a character, shall we? Oh, I can show you guys some of the, oh yeah, this resolution is 1440p. So that's the other thing. Again, I would like, frankly, I would recommend trying Ultra for most people who have like decent hardware. Maybe play with the resolution, and if we get that shader drop down box in there, play with the shaders. Maybe try like the slightly lower option, because I like Ultra and High are kind of my favorite presets. Medium's still cool too. I just, you know, I prefer Ultra and High. Oh, cool. Nice Claire. Yeah, so the downgrader, Great Pedinsky. So yeah, Halgari also made the downgrader, for those of you guys who don't know, for people who want to downgrade their Anniversary Edition install to the old version. This is technically, like, Wildlander exists on the old version of Skyrim, like the non-Anniversary Edition. We use Wabajack's stock game folder feature to essentially, like, auto downgrade people's installs, because it's just, I just thought that would be, it's like, it's a really good feature, and it prevents people from having to do it manually. I've used the, what's it called, the downgrader is extremely easy to use. So, like, you know, if worst case scenario we had to have people do that, then we would have. But I really prefer it where users don't have to do anything. They can just kind of, you know, let Wabajack install and then play. All right, so that's what we're doing. Oh yeah, let's make a new. Actually, here we're gonna quit the desktop so that the trade routes doesn't yell at me. Let's make a new character. And Cyrus, if you're still around, this one's all you, bud. You tell me. Oh, I can show you guys. Okay, remind me to show you these 3 things. I guess it's kind of 2 things, because I'll forget, because I'm scatterbrained. One is the new textures for Argonians and Khajiit. This is like the last stuff that I threw in, second to last stuff that I threw in, because it was just bugging me, which is really hard. Like, you'd be surprised how difficult it is to find good stuff, good textures and good stuff for like the Khajiit and the Argonians, I guess, because they're kind of non-standard. You really got to dig through like furry Skyrim modding to get the best stuff. But I'm really happy with what we came up with. And then the second thing is the new follower formation system, which I think is really cool. Ooh. All right, let's go new. Nice. Dark Elf Mage. Got it. Let you decide what kind of mage. Okay, how about this? If we got... We'll let the community decide what kind of mage will be. Dark Elf Mage will be. What name are we talking? Cyrus. At name and sex. I can't say that. I'm going to get demonetized. Take your time. No rush. I'll show off the Khajiit textures and the Argonian textures, which I think look really nice now. Alright, well, destruction for sure. Get some nice range damage in there. Please, let's begin. Okay. Race. So let's take a look at the Khajiit first. So you got some nice Khajiit textures, right? Let's go thumb through the presets, I suppose. Male. Gotcha. Telgari, Wildlander. On it. Remind me of that, too, in case I forget, but I should be able to remember it. Alright, so here's your Khajiits, right? I think it looks quite nice, if I do say so myself. Here's our dudes. Go through the presets as well. They're good guys, you know? They're good kitty cat. Yes, so I ended up having to go with UNP. I didn't plan on including any of the body mesh changes to just like humanoids, but I ended up having to use UNP. I ended up having to use either UNP or what is it called, CBBE, and I decided that I preferred UNP between them. I mean, it's good. It's just it's pretty sexy. You know what I mean? It's like it's definitely starts pushing the limit. So here's your Khajiit. And then here are your Argonians. So you get this much sharper texture. And you get this really cool, like, normal mapping, right? On the Argonians. Take a look at some of the presets. Some of the other colors are even more impressive to me. So Argonians finally getting some of the love they deserve. Right. Where's the, one of them's like purple. That one's cool. This is, you know what this reminds me of? Is the, when I was in elementary school, our school colors were green. Yo, thank you for the cheer. Thank you very much, Cyrus. Our colors were like these. It was like dark purple and green, and I remember we were all kids, and we were like, that's weird. Those are weird colors to mix together. Isn't there like a maybe it's only like the female preset. You can see I really like the way it looks a lot. And of course you can always customize the color of your scales. Wow. That's too sexy for me. Where's the... I'm gonna get demonetized here. Are they the same colors? Oh, this is maybe the one I was thinking of? Maybe not. Can't remember. Very cool. So yeah, nice and Argonian, right? Hot lizard people in your hold. Alright. Dark elf it is. So we got a dark elf male. There he is. Big Buffman. Let's see. It's going to be a destruction mage. This one's pretty cool. I like that preset. It's a good starter. At the very least. Oh, these ones, those eyes always freak me out. They're very cool. Yeah, I had to. You know, it was just... I had to go into those furry areas. Like, dang, those furry areas. It reminds me of that one line from It's Always Sunny. It's like, ugh, those... It's like he posted my nudes on, like, those awful, like, ex-girlfriend revenge sites. It's like, oh, those awful sites. Like, oh, that's so terrible. Like, which one? Like, which one did he post them on? Like, ugh. Thank you so much for the resub, Chef Man. Oh, yeah, absolutely. We get that, that Argonian UNP. It's unlocking something in all of us. Must be. Wow, look at that. All right, I think I'm going to go with... Oopsie. Ah, God, I hate race menu sometimes. The keyboard controls. I love race menu. I don't like the keyboard controls for race menu. If you're too fast, it gets... Okay, I'm going to start with this one. I'm kind of digging it. I'm going to change the eye color, because I love to. There's so many beautiful options. Yo! Thank you for the gifted subs, Kai. Paying it forward. Much appreciated. That's kind of scary. Oh, got a... Gojo eyes here. Gojo Satoru. I'm thinking... I think it, like, normalized. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Human Demon. I like this. It's freaking me out. I think I'm going to go with it. I'm going to freak other people out, too. Oh, dude. Lola Bunny. I've mentioned this to Liz before. We're, like, all youths and just like, excuse me. I mean, it's like, I mean, I guess because they're anthropomorphized, but like that movie, they really sexualize her a lot. So I feel like it's just kind of the natural consequence, you know? All right, let's see, hair. It's always fun to play with hair. I do like that mohawk, though. You know, it's pretty good. Ooh, that's kind of cool. This guy's suave. Ooh, that's cool, too. I like that a lot. It's very kind of a... What's the word here? Let's see. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, this has got to be it right here, right? Yeah, that's true, Cyrus. Yo, Twiz, thank you for the gifted sub. Bro, I was talking about the school colors for Red Oak earlier and how they were strange. Cyrus, do I have your approval? How's this appearance? Yeah, he's upside down Jesus. All right, finish. What was it? Telgari. Wildlander. There it is. Boom, baby. All right, choose background. So we want a destruction mage for sure. We can make our own. Why don't we? Well, let's see. Nightblade. What is the Nightblade? Alteration, destruction, evasion, lockpicking, one-handed restoration. That's pretty good. How does a night battle mage or mage? Oh shit! Well, I just hit yes. Hopefully that's okay. I meant to hit no, and then I hit yes instead. Oops. We'll make them into a battle mage. Is that okay? So I will literally restart this character creation to accommodate you. Alright. Nightblade it is. Okay, now assign. I would like to have some additional magicka. But I would also like to have the additional stamina, because stamina is so important. We can go really crazy and do the Atronach. The Apprentice could be cool. We could just be like really, because I mean this is going to give us hella magicka regeneration, but we're just really going to have to watch out for other mages. It's a problem. Alright, Apprentice it is. Yo, thank you for the resub, RJ Pam. Yo, Twiz, thank you for the gifted sub, bro. Adding custom, the background selection won't mess with it leap day, but adding custom races is really tough, because there's a lot of stuff that you got. Well, it's not that tough if you know your way around like Xedit, but you will really need to do that in order to add custom races. If you know how to like forward the proper changes from Requiem like manually to a custom race, if you know kind of how to set up that stuff, and you know you would have to then know how to run the rectificator or forward its changes manually. Maybe you'd have to do that. I'm actually not sure, but you need sufficient modding knowledge. If you have that, you can probably get away with it. And the background stuff is not going to bother it at all. Okay, what's our start? That's another good question, Cyrus. And who was asking about the character creation? Because this is the process. Crossing the border. Which one? Yes, this is all still Requiem, Helgari. Helgen border. Ooh, the classic, that one that we almost turned into like the default start. Alright. God, I spent so much time tracking down that bug. Like, the one... Okay, standard difficulty, of course. Let's do it. Oh, nice. Sweet. Here, let me do that. I need to do that to a lot of people then. Yes, the blur bug, Monica. Yeah, it would be super funny. If it did reappear, I'd just be like, alright, fuck it. It's gotta... Again, it is like so annoying to change anything at this point. I'd just be like, whatever. I need to like moderate people or make people into mods. Have I done that on this channel? Here, I can do that. Hold on a second. Let me go into chat. Is that correct? Boom. Alright, that should have worked. Hey, we're finally awake. So here's near Helgen. How do you choose spells? If you choose a predefined class, Monica, like the one that we just did here, it'll choose for you, because that's like part of the configuration. If you make your own custom class, you can choose them yourself. So we've got Lightning Sparks as a, what's it called? What are we? Nightblade? I might change that up. I might just change up like the spell selection in the beginning, like in general, a little bit. We'll see. Alright, so, well, okay, let's take this seriously then. I'm in hanging out with chat mode, but I need to get into... Oh, this is a rough. That's all fine. I need to get into we're going to actually play mode. Let me look at my magic. Frisk, mage armor, and self. And the rest of this. Oh, this should not be showing up. Oh, fuck. That's annoying. That's not good. I might have to There's something I can do to potentially fix that. But it could be annoying. Well, maybe not so bad. That one, racial power to not favorite ancestor guardian. Oops. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you, Great Pedinsky. My favorite thing about, I really like this HUD. It was a lot of fun to put together, and my favorite thing about it is that I can disable it just like that. It's true, Natasha's. That's a big one, though, because if people try to use this, this is a spell. It's from Follower Live package. It is, you do not want to mess with this spell. If it were like it basically allows you to make anyone into a follower, like, easily, right? Like, it's way OP. It's like a self-balancing kind of thing. And that's not something I would like in there. I can probably get rid of it very easily. Easily enough without having to change up my, like, archives, because I really would prefer not to do that right now. What I could do, I have, like, one additional little mod edit that I can just, that's another feature of Wabajack. I can just tag it as Wabajack no match include, which means it'll just get incorporated into the Wabajack file. I don't have to, like, make a separate archive for it or anything. Yeah, oh, here, let me, how about this? If I can show off just really fast, I'm going to save here so that way we're not, you know, fucking with the canon of our character. But, let me just place, or here, this is a better way of doing it. Let's go to, gotta get my boy, Mercurio.
People of Riften, heed my words.
Here he is.
The return of the dragons is not
My skill in battle is unmatched.
What's up, brah?
Fortunately for you, that skill can
Yeah.
with a master of magic at your side. You'll have nothing to fear.
All right.
Lead on
and embrace the teachings of the
Cool.
handmaiden of
Let's
always greases the wheels.
so he's gonna take his salary for the day,
Kira.
and then let's go to, what is it? Whiterun Drunken Huntsman. We're gonna pick up,
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have
what's
any
her
questions.
face? Me favorite.
I know nothing of fear and nothing of remorse. Pay my fee, and together we will vanquish any foe.
Yes, ma'am.
You have chosen wisely. Lead on, and I shall follow.
It's now 30 per level per day. I upped it a little bit
Lead on
to make it, because followers are really good. It's like they're especially good now. All right, that's enough. Let's go to Whiterun Exterior 01. Yes, it did. Great Peninsky. You can get a lot of followers. You're limited basically by your income. Okay. Oh shit, I don't have enough money. They're not going to be happy with me for that. Oh, and they also, here, let me use the emergency. Emergency. They don't like when I COC. Okay, so I included that button because everyone knows followers are kind of gnarly, right? And sometimes they just fuck off and disappear wherever. But it's a self-balancer. So here's the controls, right? Follower controls are yellow. So let's see, G toggle formation, V follower orders, B order one follower. So I forget what the default default formation is. So I added a bunch of like separate commands. So here's your, I think wedge, looks like wedge might be the default one, or walking in a line. I'm not super sure. Thank you for the sub, touch the field. So I can tell them to break their formation. They'll just kind of hang out, and I'll form them up again. And then let's go ahead and change their formation. How about 2x2? So now we're just hanging out, you know? Whoa, Claire, thank you for 10 gifted subs. Oh, I love Mech Warrior, Helgari. Thank you so much, Claire. That's crazy. So yeah, here's our 2x2, just, you know, some followers hanging out, as one does. And something that's very, so both of these, actually no, Janasa's a melee character. So something that's very useful, oops, that's the wrong button. Let's go row. So something I found very, there's a saber cat. Like, actually, we can kind of test this here. So I'm gonna make another save. So one of the things that's very useful is, like, one of the most useful things about the formations is being able to create essentially like a firing line for your ranged characters. At least that's one of my favorite ways to use it. Obviously, you don't want your melee characters to be trapped necessarily in formation if your formation is primarily for like ranged, right? So as an example, I'm going to make a save here. What we're going to do, I'm going to fire up Janasa's individual commands. So it says she's set to join formations. So I'm going to tell her to ignore formation. So what that means is that Mercurio and I will stay in formation, but if we get into a fight, Janasa will do her own thing. Now she's still following me. I'm actually going to talk to her right now and tell her to follow me a bit more closely. Stick very close to me.
Let's go.
So this way, they'll be nice and close, and then hopefully what you'll see here, I'm going to turn on God mode, because otherwise I'm going to die. But, let's get this, okay, in combat. Yeah, so the problem is Sabercat's fast, and he pulls the distance, like, immediately. You can see now, oh, Mercurio just got yeeted. So if we had, hey, okay, he's running. We need a, get him, brother. Oh, he's hiding behind the rock. Oh, I didn't know that their AI takes cover too. He's holding off because Janasa's in the way. That's like one annoying thing. I could set her to flank instead. So basically what I'm showing here... Hey, bud. You toss that fireball? Does he not have a shot? Where'd he go? There he is. I don't know why Mercurio's not fighting him. Not sent. There he goes. Nice. I guess he just didn't have a shot. Yeah, he just keeps holding it. I think he's breaking. I think the Sabercat's breaking line of sight, and then the AI doesn't really know what to do with it. But so the purpose of kind of breaking the formations there is that way I can. So like, let's say she goes in. It works much better on a slower enemy. Let me see if I can get like a mud crab here that we can use as a. Well, they're just gonna kill it. Whatever. You can just take my word for it.
These old forts can get pretty dark inside.
Oh yeah. So like breaking their formations, and I can do this too. I'll be like, okay, Janasa, that's enough. Kind of join the formations again, please. So now she's back in formation. So what that will allow her to do? Yeah. So the MCM pumpkin cake, I completely like bypassed it. It's a custom implementation of the follower situation now. I have it there where the reason I wanted it, because I want them to be in formation in combat if you want them there. That's why I also added a custom toggle to like let either, like you can break the formations at any time. You hit that key and then now they're no longer in formation. I wanted to give you control over when they were in formation or not, if you desire it. Otherwise you can just leave it off and they'll just do whatever you've like set their AI to do anyway. Which is basically how it worked before, right? Oh my god, you guys are enemies. That's not good. So yeah, they're not in formation now, so they're just going to kind of do what their AI tells them to do. Ow, that's not our Frost Astronaut, is it? Oh, well, they're down. Don't get jumped by bandits on the road. Yeah, the guards are going to help. I have God mode, though, so, you know, I'm basically invincible. And by basically, I mean completely. My god, fuck you. Can you stop, please? He's a bandit trickster. Stop. And he's got mage armor, too. Wow. Yeah, so if this were a real game, I would be dead as hell because both of my followers are down. But oh, you're one of the bandits. What, you're running now too? You're kidding me. Forgot I have spells. Ow, stop. Prick. Gotcha. I'm trying to heal. Where'd you go? Oh, I forgot I can't attack while I'm jumping. I really need to add that in there. Lightning sparks. And I'm gonna murder you with this. Fucking mage armor, dude. Thanks for the help, guys. You actually did help. Hey, Janasa. What was I saying before we were suddenly attacked? Wait, who's... Oh, there's another bandit. I think Mercurio got a... He's kind of scared now. Brutal. Janasa, you are, you know? Mercurio, you know, I gotta say...
I'm right behind you.
Well, I didn't see what he was doing. behind me. How about this? To adjust your tactics. Let's talk about combat. Let's talk about which enemies you should fight. And I want you to go wild. I want you to engage every enemy.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
That's what I expect of you as your employer. Yes, Clier, the Patreon is the best one, and that will come with like some cool bonuses too. You'll get the behind the scenes posts, and then also we got some other fun stuff planned, like having your name in the launcher and having like a little hall of patrons in game. Yes, so I actually have that on my shortlist, Cyrus. The only mod that I've ever seen that in is Nethers. So if I can figure out how they did it, I can probably create like a custom implementation. Anyway, what I was trying to say before I was so unceremoniously interrupted by bandits was that the formations I wanted to be usable in combat, right? Because, you know, sometimes it's useful knowing where your followers are in combat, or like having them like, you know, just like take particular spots, yada yada. I just quickly found that when I made it so that you can toggle the formations, I don't always want every single follower in formation, right? So like a good example would be Janassa. She's a melee combatant primarily, and a melee combatant doesn't do me any favors if she's stuck in formation with us while the rest of us are like firing from afar, right? Yeah, the slow-mo walk is like actually a problem. It's one that I tried to solve with like a pretty convoluted like solution, but it's just there's really not a whole lot you can do. Basically, like as the you can watch here if I walk forward, as they approach their spot where they're supposed to be, like in formation, they'll go super slow, like as they get to like the final spot. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, I needed a way to break the follower formations on like an individual basis, because sometimes you want your melee characters to be able to rush in while the rest of you just kind of hang out. And the issue that I found with that is that sometimes if the melee character, let's say Janassa rushes in and she's fighting a bear or something over there, if she's in line of sight, the followers know to not hit their friends, ideally. That's like vanilla Skyrim AI. So what you then also kind of want to do, if you can, is
I'm still here.
Set their tacticianing to... This is just a hot tip for any of you guys who plan on doing this stuff. Adjust their combat style to flanking, which I find is a lot better, because then they'll flank the enemy, and generally speaking, they are less in line of sight. Yeah, so that's like the follower system, formations, etc. And I think I showed off most of the other features in there. Oh, you want to see something cool? Here's the last bit that I'll show you. Is I need music. I need to go somewhere where there's music. Is there music playing right now? I can't hear it. There is not SmartCast by default, Pensive Owl. I might re-add it. I just kind of found it like a little bit unfair, but it's, I suppose, one of those things that you know, as long as it's not implemented like in the vanilla world, but still there in the background, you can kind of just balance it yourself. Yeah, followers are really fun. They'll also like say fun things, and they just do a lot of cool shit. It's really fun having them around, in my opinion. Thank you very much, Monica. There's no music playing right now. I need, like, maybe if we transfer areas. Oh, wait, no, here's some. Okay, you guys hear the music, right? The background music? So now that will fade out if you have them play a song for you. Oh, that's right. She's following me really close. My man. Okay. Add item. No. Wait, what? Oh no, 13 Bab. That's Isolde. I'm thinking of Dubab. So he's got a loot
I'm right
now.
behind you.
Please play a song for. So yeah, you hear the music, right?
Of course.
Please play Days End. That's fine. So now when they play music for you, the audio in the background will fade out, so it doesn't play over it, because that was really bothering me. That was like surprisingly annoying to figure out like how to do, but now it works. Because what's the point if you can't enjoy the immersion of the song they're playing, right? If you got two songs playing at once, it just ruins the whole effect. You might as well just get rid of it. Mercurio, you're doing a great job. It's beautiful. Yeah, I like that better, Pumpkin Cake, because I felt like the vanilla, I like the vanilla loot designs, and there's, you know, ones that you can get that kind of match that more closely, but I really like the ones that look kind of shitty, you know what I mean? It feels, is that true, Claire? That is so cool. That is such a great little touch. Janassa, I know I told you to follow me very closely, but you're taking that very literally. Well, whatever. Just good at following orders, I guess. Anyway, so that's all that stuff. And now we can go back to our canonical... Oh, shit, it's 123. Okay, we especially have to go back to our canonical playthrough because I can only go until 2 today. Yeah, hope you guys like that. It was a lot of fun to put together. And all those follower features, right? Like, what I was aiming... I wanted it to be intuitive, like how you set it and all the different stuff you can do. I think it's pretty intuitive. It's probably like one of the more complex mechanical systems, but I hopefully the design goal was to make it like as complex as you want it or as simple as you want it. If you want, you don't have to touch any of that stuff ever. You can just hire the followers and they'll just behave, you know, well as followers. Is kind of like the goal, right? There if you want it, not necessary if you don't. Here's our Helgen. This is a good spot, Cyrus. Nice. I love when my body temperature is stable. And turn off our HUD. These snow trees, courtesy of happy little trees. Wow, I feel so alone now. I miss my follower companions. Oh, I'm kind of slow. Am I running out of stamina? No. I'm just kind of slow, I guess. Because of the wind, maybe? No. Because I'm Gucci. Yeah, permadeath runs are going to be fucking insane. Oh, yeah. I mean, you just gotta go to Riverwood and chop wood. One thing I hope will be noticeable as well is, I mean, I guess, do I know alchemy? Am I an alchemist? I feel like no. I always go the wrong way. Nope, I'm not. And I'm not gonna be. Maybe I'll collect some ingredients and I can sell them. That's just good adventurer logic, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I have a very distinct memory. This is a story from when I was in college. When I was in college, I was very hyped for the release of Skyrim, right? Like extremely hyped. And I had this very distinct memory of this one time that I was just in my room. It must have been like a couple of days after Skyrim had launched, or maybe in like the first night. I can't remember. I just remember being in my room and I was like exploring Winterhold or something, and my window was open, and like a cold wind came in, like while it was like snowing in the game, and I just remember being so like immersed. I was like, oh my god, I'm here, I'm in Skyrim. The website will probably be up with the release, Arathone. That's kind of what I have to figure out. Oh. Burned Helgen. Honestly, I think I'm going to disable these flames. Maybe the rain will put them out. I don't think so. Enter a world that is fucking sick. That's the that was the copy that I already changed it out, but part of me does want to keep it. It's just it's really good, you know? Yes. Yes, Claire. Tyler's like his Lorem Ipsum copy was really fantastic. We have screenshots of it. I've changed it, so we need to keep a record of that. It's getting a bit rainy. Man, what a gloomy day. It's beautiful in its own way. Ooh, it's getting real rainy. Hopefully this doesn't fuck with the compression. It's a whole ass thing, pumpkin cake. I would suggest that you Google it because it is, frankly, very heavy conversation material for a stream. Yeah, that's a good summary. Give me them blue mountain flowers. Purples. Uh-oh. I feel damp. That's not good. I can try and kill these bandits over here, but that's going to be tough. I'm going to save it first. Oh, I started to say this. I hope that any of you gamepad players out there will notice that the gamepad kind of like look speed and controls hopefully will be a lot tighter now. They're not horrible in Skyrim to start with, but I feel like they definitely needed some improvement. And I found this really, really cool mod with a bunch of like any tweaks that it'll help you make. Ugh. Excuse me, bud. This is gonna be a tough oh, he sees me already too. This is a bad idea, to be honest with you. Maybe if I hide behind this tree. You lost me? Oh, you did lose me. Okay. If I make, just make like a little... But, yo! Pensive owl, what the fuck? Yeah, the wet shaders in the trees are... Yo, thank you so much. I'm stunned. Yo, thank you so much. That is incredible. Yeah, you guys are all insane. Monica, Clyer, Cheese, Chaos Lord. Like, I'm probably... Like, thank you all so much. Everyone who's been gifting subs, like, this is insane shit. Okay, they definitely see me now, right? This grass is too thick. He definitely... Oh. It's like he kind of knows something's there. Oh, that person definitely... Oh, maybe? Thank you so much. I really cannot believe that. Okay, here, I'm going to try and kill these guys. I made a save already. If I'm going to do this... Yeah, Ancestor Guardian I can probably do it with, to be honest. Okay, here's what we do. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's enough. No. No yielding. I can't see her. Okay, fine. Yielding. Oh, what? You got your courage back? Wow, I don't even think I actually took any hits there. I don't think I needed the Ancestor Guardian. You know what? It's like the placebo effect of it gave me the courage. Unlimited power. Thank you so much, Pensive Owl. That is really incredible. I don't know what to say. All of you. Like, thank you. I'll take that. Do I already have a cloak? I don't think so. Ooh, I'll take a mace. Yeah, you can have... Oh, no. You can have my sword. Thank you. I'm like... Yeah, so the wet effect on a lot of these... what's it called? Plants and trees is not ideal. I still have not super looked into like how to make certain textures like an exception. I don't know if that's possible. It's an E and B thing, so Oh, am I still in God mode? Oh my... You're right. That's right. I was like, wow, my magic is so great. Well, that's why. How about the... Uh-oh. My monitor turned off. Oh, wait, there it goes. Okay, I think it's good now. That was weird. Yeah. Yeah, I won. Oh, shit. Okay, how about this? We'll try it one more time, and we won't cheat this time. Referring to lightning resist nerf from wet effect. Oh. Yes. That I believe. I'm talking, yeah. But I'm like, this business, everything's like super shiny. Like, look at that tree. It's like, that's weird. I really do like the wet effect. I just think it needs to be kind of adjusted, toned down a bit. Okay, now I'm not, I kind of want to use Ancestor Guardian again. But maybe I don't need to? Like, hello. I'm going to try and kill you. I'm going to, how about this? I feel like I'm going to take damage, then I'll use it. Check this out. Which one of you has a bow? Okay, I see one. My senses are not super strong. Let's do it. Yeah, he has the bow. That's the one I want to take out first. Okay, got him. Whoa! Oh, shit! Well, there you go. I should have used it. He fucking sidestepped and let his friend come in with the wild haymaker. Great tactics, boys. Brutal. Oh, I have mage armor as well. Well, honestly, that might have still been a one-shot even with. That's gonna take up a lot of my. Here's a tip for any bandits out there. If you see someone mage armoring in your periphery, probably don't wait for them. Oh, whoa. Ow, that's gonna hurt. Ow. Oops, that's the wrong. I'm used to that being. Oh, that's not gonna. Yep, there we go. That guy was set to flank tactics. All right, you know what? Ancestor Guardian is. I told you it was the placebo effect of having the confidence of Ancestor Guardian. I have not seen the Hellblade 2 trailer. I would like to see it though. Actually, fun fact: a lot of my like up close camera, like this, was inspired. Up close third person camera, I should say, was inspired by Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. They don't seem intimidated by me doing that. Mage armor still helps. It's true. Lightning sparks, and you know what? Ancestor Guardian it is. Look how confident I am, boys. Oh, wow. They just, if I can fight them one-on-one, it's not nearly as bad. Alright, he's... Ouch. Wow, Ancestor Guardian, OP. Stop. Ow. Someone's still shooting arrows at me. Ah! Ow! Where is this asshole? Stop healing. No, you're just gonna heal and come after me again. Told you. Fuck you. Where's that archer? He's the one I'm worried about. It's my ancestor. Oh, my Ancestor Guardian's still there. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. I thought it was the... Jeez. We had such good luck on the first one. You know what? Oh, Hellblade gave you an Avowed trailer. Yeah, so I've actually never played through all the way Senua's Sacrifice, but I watched quite a bit of it, and I thought it was really cool, and that was like a big inspiration for me, like the third-person camera. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to, because I have Ancestor Guardian, I'm actually not going to do Mage Armor, because that way I can save all my magic for the delicious lightning sparks. What's up, y'all? Guess what? I'm going to kill you with lightning. Alright, I'm finishing this person. I missed. I missed. Fucking. Thank God. Ouch. Ow. Nice. That was a cool spin move that you did there, bro. Ow. Okay, he's gonna run. Oh. My stamina's ass. Oh, there's a wolf in the mix. Okay. That was the other thing that we did not stop to consider. Yeah, get him. Get him, wolf. Get him. Oh, I can't. What, bro, you better, look at that wolf. I'm gonna go kill your friend. Aye, aye. I'm gonna have to kill that wolf in a second. Finally, he looks at him. You and me, buddy. Against the wolf. No. You missed. Ow. Oh, he just fucking parried me. Okay, I gotta take this really carefully here because I have no stamina. I'm just gonna zap you a bit. Well, what are you gonna do about it? Killed all your friends. I'm very slow right now. Whoa. Oh, I fell. Wow. Alright, you're mine now. Nope. Overconfident. This is why you always have stamina foods, everybody. Whoa. Oi! Ah, fuck the parry. That was risky. I should not have gone for it. Hot! Yes! Yeah, it's you know, it's weirdly like a lot harder when you're not in God mode. Oh yeah, I forgot I have that potion. Oh, the fox. See ya, bud. Yeah, I'll eat a cooked rabbit leg. Oh, this is a... Could you imagine more intense disrespect? Check this out. I took your cooked rabbit leg and eat it. Just like that. Oh, I think... Am I still in combat, technically, because the wolf is not dead? What do you guys got for me? Got some septums. I want that mace. Got my sword. Favorite that. Did I change something in combat AI so I could step away from the enemy's attacks? Yes, sort of. Dan Step. Well, so there's a couple things going on there. One is the new combat. The enemy AI is different, right? So the way that they perform in combat is adjusted. And then the damage range of weapons is reduced by Requiem. That's been one of the my favorite things about Requiem from the very beginning. Is in vanilla the weapon range is very forgiving. It's like very long, and it kind of, you know, makes things a bit less interesting in my opinion. I didn't even know these guys were bandits either. I'm the one who attacked them. It's not very nice. Look, let's just take in the ambiance of our rainy forest for a moment, shall we? It's a nice little place they got here. Did I get the treasure map? Is there a treasure map here? Is in like a... I remember there being something like that. Oh. In the satchel, maybe? No, just some septums. I don't have any bottles. This book, Night Falls on Sentinel. Nice. Beautiful. Now I got a book I can study. What is it for? Why is it not doing the study? Uh-oh. That might be a bug. I gotta figure that one out later. You know, maybe that feature will just be disabled for the initial build. Where is that? Where did I kill the first one? He was like over here. They're all blurring together for me. There he is. Ah, I see. I don't use ranged weapons. I don't need those arrows and shit. I would also prefer... Do I have any blue mountain flowers? Oh, I'll craft some stuff. Ugh, it's so annoying. That is like... So the whole, like, I can't do this while fighting thing, right? You can't use any crafting stations while you're fighting, while you're technically in combat. This is vanilla functionality. The reason for this, as I've heard... This is so I thought that was something like mod related. I worked pretty hard to try and figure out a way to get rid of that. And what I found was that it is actually vanilla functionality that is in place because apparently when you enter a crafting station, there's some sort of, like, it disables like the AI against you. You kind of go into like ghost mode. And they wanted to prevent people from cheesing that, like in combat scenarios. So now we can't use any crafting stations in combat. And for vanilla, that's not that big of a deal, right? Because you're not generally using crafting stations when you would be... Oh, God. Okay, sorry. Okay. I was just you know, trying to walk down the road. Oh, gotcha, Lizzie. You might be right. But yeah, long story short, that is really, really tough to fix. It's like an engine level thing. And unfortunately, because we have this kind of like craft anywhere feature, right? It's, oh God. Lady. Okay. What? You're just going after like a fox and then decide to kill me instead? You're an asshole. Whoa! Oh, I'm stuck up against the wall here. Alright, jeez. Okay. Okay, I'm not used to maces. They're a bit slower. Okay, that'll help. Oh, I missed, though. Ow!
So much easier to rope when you're dead.
Oh, I have my fucking... I was trying to block bash, and I forgot I had my sparks enabled. How annoying. Did I make a save? Yeah, I do like the sizzling magic effect. That's great. Well, you know what we can do? We killed them. So I could just... I'll try and kill them again. That's annoying. I'm sorry. I'm gonna God mode it. Or I'll just kill them. Because that was my own fault for, what's it called? I'll try and kill them again the regular way. But, that's my own fault for being such a shit mage. I'm really not used to playing as a mage, to be honest with you. I'm far more used to playing just martial characters. Yes, it is a surprise. Ow. That was good. The problem is when you get hit, you lose stamina as well. Where'd he go? This is not a good... Ouch. Beginning to this. Okay, he's running. Okay, I'm running out of stamina quickly. It's the best thing that you can do. Fortunately, because I'm like running. Ouch. Ah. They're healing. Yeah, I don't have any Whoa. Oh, he missed, luckily. Oh, fuck you! Ow, he didn't miss that one. Ow! Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense why I should not be able to kill these guys. I'm trying to get through it relatively quickly so I can show you guys Riverwood in the rain. That's all I wanted to do, and I only have 15 minutes left. If I were playing like an actual game, I would certainly not be taking these guys on. I certainly would not be taking them on without having like a good meal in my belly that would improve my stamina regeneration. If you try to take on these bandits in the state that I'm currently in, you deserve to get your ass whooped the way that I'm getting my ass whooped. How about this? Let's pretend that I have a potion. Player.restore ab stamina. Let's say I have a potion of stamina and just... I used it. Like, you know, I totally would have if I were actually prepared. Don't hit me. You guys all have potions. Oh, yeah? I missed. Whoa. Killed your friend. Ah, same guy. Same guy lasted. Ow. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. I'm just gonna kill him. I'm just gonna kill him, everyone. No, it's because I have more than 70 stamina. Pumpkin cake. Yeah, so yeah, you're not quite Requiem start because of Wildlander's class mechanics, right? And background. So you know, I'm not entirely helpless. Like, this is a character who could reasonably take on these bandits if you played it really well and you were prepared. Because you have 6 perks, right? I got Destruction, I've got Restoration. Oh, I forgot I have Restoration. I just don't start with any Restoration spells, I don't think. Yeah, I might have to retool that a little bit, because you should. Alchemy is, like, generally the same. Daz, we would have to incorporate, and this is probably what I'll do, but eventually, you guys can live for now. I'm going to incorporate the Requiem Alchemy Overhaul. I believe SNBCJ created it. Oh, is that a wolf? I swear I heard one. Leave him alone. Listen, I just wanted to go to Riverwood. That's all I want to do. Is that so much to ask? And then the Stormcloaks were mean to me. And they forced me to go around, and then that lady just murdered me in cold blood. No, I do not have Heal Self, Lizzie, because if you choose a background, it selects the spells for you, which, frankly, I should probably change in the next version. It should probably let you select whatever spells you want. Do I have Heal Self? Oh, I do. Okay, never mind. I'm foolish. I just somehow looked right past it. But look, the important thing is I got a Thistle Branch. What a rainy day down by the... How's the... Hopefully it's not too compressed for you guys on your end. I know that sometimes that can be a problem whenever there's, like, weather. Yeah, I was looking straight for it. I'm not going... You know what? I am going to go back up there. I'm going to get revenge. But I'm going to save first, like a little baby. That's what I'm going to do as well, like a little baby. I'm going to zap ya. No. Wow, she's pretty good. Oh, brutal. Katisha. Gotcha. We gotta get a 1 win in there, you know what I mean? Oh, well, that's the goal, Sherlock and Holmes. That's why I thought Ultimate Skyrim still sort of worked as a name, right? Because it's not entirely unlike Skyrim. But it's very different. I don't know, I'm just afraid that people... well, one, I can't have the existing trademark in my name. That was like a big part of the rebrand. And two, like, I do think that a lot of people who played Ultimate Skyrim came in expecting a more vanilla experience, we'll say. And got something a bit gnarlier than what they expected. Yo, thank you for the resub, Kane Dude. How you doing? Uh-oh. Yeah, that was not bad at all. I mean, a lot of combat, especially in the early game, but really just kind of like generally in Wildlander is going to be decided, and just in Requiem in general, is decided in a couple swings, you know what I mean? That's why I wrote in the copy for the new intro video. What was the line? It was like one missed swing can decide the outcome for either you or your opponents. Oh yeah, those wolves are gnarly. Look, it's Riverwood, everybody. Everyone's favorite. Those wolves will fuck you up. The wolves, even one wolf by itself can do quite a lot of damage, but if you get multiple wolves, they are brutal. That's actually vanilla Skyrim AI, where the wolves will like circle around you and try to attack you from different angles. It's pretty impressive. Makes them a bit more fun to fight. I swear, it's like there's so much stuff in this game, vanilla Skyrim, that you would not expect. Hello, Girder.
I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Oh yeah? What's up?
It's my meal. Some folks thinks it's my town too, but it ain't. The Jarl in Whiterun owns the land and the town. I just pay the taxes.
Yeah, Girder's
Until next time.
she gets special attention, right? Thank you so much, Kandu. Dark Souls wannabe mod list, Miss OG Skyrim. Dark Souls is a big inspiration as well. Hey, Faendal.
Maybe not.
Stop walking away from me.
Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
Oh yeah? Why?
Until next time.
Is he some sort of asshole? It couldn't possibly be that you were also an asshole, right? You can do it if you like, Daz. You just gotta kind of go in and, what's it called? Disable it yourself. What's up, Hod?
Work. Get an axe. Bring me all the wood you can chop.
Who knows? Maybe I'll disable that letterbox one day. I do like it, but it causes a lot of problems. Nope, I'm not here for work. Yeah, well, the part of Dark Souls I would say is an inspiration is like the viscerality of the combat, right? What a gloomy day. You guys want to... Well, how about this? Canonically, it's raining, so on our character... Well, it's fucking 153, jeez. Hey, buddy. He's so cute. You guys better get out of the rain. Stump. Whoa. What's up, buddy? Wow, you can straight talk to Stump. Wow, this is weird. Guys, look, Stump can talk. Stump, I just need a coin or two. Thank you. That's a Labrador mod. He's so cute, right? Dorothy, you having an issue there? I promise you can just sit on it. It works. Dorothy?
Poppus isn't too friendly with
Lady, what are you doing?
but you seem alright.
Maybe the nav mesh is like going into it or something?
My father is Alvin, the blacksmith. I'm his assistant. I need an apprentice.
She's cute.
Alright then.
They get obviously a lot of attention because they are some of the first NPCs that you meet.
I heard Lucan yelling the other day about a thief breaking into a store. It wasn't me, honest.
Okay. Cutie. Hello. Hey, buddy. Alright, let's go inside. Well, I was going to say, here's what I'll do. So, canonically, for our character here, it's raining. I wanted to see what the weather might look like if it's, you know, what's it called? Nice and clear. But I'll go inside the inn first, and then we'll say hi to what's-their-faces, everyone's favorite character, Delphine. And also get some inn ambiance.
Are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going on. We need to get it.
My man started playing a new idol.
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after. Just make sure we get a fresh batch.
He's so good that he doesn't even need an
Come on
instrument.
in. Just stoking the fire. Take a seat. Get
What's
the
up,
coal
Delphine?
I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
Oh, yeah? Heard any
They
rumors?
say a dragon attacked Helgen. Sounds like hogwash to me.
Oh, yeah? Is she single? I don't know. She didn't let me ask. Be like, hey, lady. Yes, can do. In fact, we actually spent most of this stream, like the beginning of the stream, going through the different performance options, so definitely check out the VOD. Orgnar.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Okay. Bye.
All right, then.
My man is just going ham. Sven, stop, please. I want to hear the rain from outside.
Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him.
Okay. Yeah, of course, Droid Cobra. Oh my god, dude, stop. So, here's a fun fact. You hear... I really like the way the rain sounds. In fact, you know what? Sven, please forgive me. I'm very sorry. You're doing a great job. So, the... Yeah, I like that version of Sven a lot, Monica. He was one of the... There's a few NPCs in this game that I have changed their appearance several times. In fact, a lot of them, because I just couldn't decide. I'm pretty happy. I'm not 100% happy with where everybody's at, but generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with where everyone's at. And he was one of the ones I spent a lot of time on. So, the rain on the exterior sounds, right? Or on the rain sounds on the exterior roof are really nice, in my opinion. And I had like this weird bug in that like cathedral weathers apparently adds its own like rain sound to certain types of buildings. I was having such a hard time tracking it down. I finally tracked it down. The issue with the sound is that it makes it sound like the rain is hitting the ground like right next to you when you're indoors. And it's very odd. So that was one of the last bugs I fixed as well. Yo, Connor, thank you for the sub. 18 months. Holy shit, dude. That is crazy. Absolutely wild. We're doing good, Connor. I'm actually about to wrap up the stream. I got to go a little bit early today. I just kind of wanted to come in here and get some inn ambiance. Yes, exactly. It's Chim. I bet Faendal wished he could do that. Of course. Now we're out here in beautiful Riverwood. And why don't let's go ahead and clean up the weather. Just, you know, just for the sake of it. Because how about this? I'll make a save, just in case we want to continue this bad boy canonically. And then, BAT. Do I still have my commands in here? Probably not. Oh, no, I do. Hey. There's a nice noontime sunshine. Much prettier. Flooded wood. Yeah, that river is going to, oh yeah, go ahead. You don't need that coat anymore. Basil. Let's see, yeah, right? Well, I think that's kind of like part of the fun parts of the pacing of having shitty weather is, the rain weathers are really cool, and then it makes you kind of, what the fuck? Appreciate when, the clear weather comes out, you know? What's up, Faendal? What you doing over here?
Greetings,
my brother.
Good to see a familiar face so far from home.
What's your problem with Sven, bro?
He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camilla Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense.
Yes, Dan Step. This is Zangdar ZMB. Yeah, it's really annoying, Adroit Cobra. I don't really know what to do about it either, so I just kind of leave it. That kind of thing is way beyond my, you're right, one of Word's ever inspired feelings
I don't
of
need
love.
your jokes right now, but maybe you have a point. Maybe
That's
Camilla
way
needs some
beyond
help
my
seeing
pay grade,
Sven for
right?
what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's for
I am a
Sven?
dark elf, but I think
it
he's just
matches that
saying
droid's
it to,
lack of
he said
cleverness,
fellow
perfect.
elf. I think maybe here he's just, I'd rather not get involved.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm sorry to have troubled you about it.
Alright, see ya. I don't want to get involved in your weirdo shit. Yeah, like, so you can see it's like if like in front of my character, if you look like up against him, it's like, it's kind of hard to tell, but if you look very closely, you'll see it kind of get weird. Whoops, excuse me. Good old Faendal. Let's go talk to Camilla Valerius, right?
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no. No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
It's all good.
Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop.
See ya.
Damn thieves. As if things weren't bad enough.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
Nah.
Until next time.
What's a bit odd for a lumber worker? Yeah, there's gonna be, okay, so there's a lot of Bosmer who have horns in this interpretation of Skyrim. They're supposed to, and I think it looks really cool, personally. Not sure if everyone would agree with that necessarily, but I do like a lot of the, or like, here, let's go to, the Bannered Mare. And then, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna have to go after that. See, Whiterun, Bannered Mare. Actually, you know what? No, here. Closer. Whiterun, Drunken Huntsman. I like Honoriath and his brother.
Everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Oh, the face paint. Well, I think that a lot of them use all kinds of face paint. Like, people would just wear face paint like a lot. Oh, you don't have the horns, Elrond.
In the market for some hunting supplies?
His brother does. No, I'm good.
Thank you very much for your business.
See you guys later. Bye. Yeah, he definitely does stick out He's a wildman. I could see the face paint being a bit much. Yeah, I just think that a lot of people wear face paint in Skyrim. Like, oops, excuse me. Was it Yeah, Simir.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fellow who wrote the cookbook.
Of course.
Stay out of trouble.
Everyone's favorite line to deliver. Here, this man. And of course, Carlotta, the hottest woman in Whiterun, according to everybody else.
Finest cuts, fresh from the wilds.
I like Anoriath a lot. One minute he's chopping wood, next he's taking names, of course. And then there's a lady in like the outskirts of Whiterun who has the horns, and then I'll go ahead and get myself out of here. Whiterun exterior 01. Her name is... So I can't remember. We'll find out. Assuming she doesn't die because of the giant. Oh, you guys get to see Horizon Ayala. She should be out here fighting the giant. I think that's the wood elf lady. What is her name? I kind of want to remember before I'm not going to remember though. Here she is. Nimriel.
Oh, did you need something?
I think she looks really cool too. Ugh. Oh! Alright, let's end this quickly, shall we? I'll use the console commands. It's Ah! Classic Malvor. What a prick. Boom! Fuck you. I'm gonna... Hopefully I won't have to use God Mode. Oh, he's almost dead. Nice. Good work, guys. You did it.
You handle yourself well. You could make
Ayala. Oh, yeah? Oh, yes, of course. ESF companions. Unvoiced lines. The writing's really good. Maybe one day we can do it. Yes, the NPC edits are part of the pack now. Classic Ayala. See, I really like the writing. Maybe one day we can get it voiced by like AI synth or whatever it's called.
I'll take my leave then.
So yeah, we got Farkas and Rhea. Rhea is my low-key favorite.
Strong. Come to your Vasker and be a companion. Mm-hmm.
Farkas.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to your Vasker, if you're worth anything in a fight.
Sassy. I do like her a lot, though.
Until next time.
Alright, y'all. Have fun. I'll see you later. Enjoy your companioning. Ooh. Sorry, Malvor. I don't know what you did, but I helped to take your life. Yeah. Anyway, I think that'll about do it. Look, hi Hrothgar off in the distance. That'll do it for today, y'all. I gotta run some errands. Gotta sign off a bit early. But yeah, that's what I would like to do. Maybe Nat at some point. That would be really good. Yes, that is true. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you all so much for all the fucking subs and donations and everything. That is some incredible stuff. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so we're real fucking close, y'all. I would say, like, again, like I can't give you a release date without consulting the team first, but we're really, really close. This is, I mean, what you guys are seeing, this is it. This is going to be the release build. So, you know, nothing will be changing. What was the, oh, I'm going to write down, let me make sure that I maybe include a script that I can use to remove that one power. I'm going to say remove that's in there, but I should be able to fix that because that's actually important. But anyway, yeah, other than that, that's what you're seeing is what you'll get. So thank you all so much for all of your support and for following the project. It's frankly, I know I say this, but it's just really insane to me that, you know, you guys are interested and have helped the project become what it is today. And you know, I will be back next week at the same time, and you know, we'll see where we're at then. But again, we are super, super close, and it's really exciting. So I'm going to be focusing my efforts right now on just kind of getting the community ready, like the subreddit and the website. And there's still a couple things to do there. And of course, we still have to verify that this build works for the team. Like Lizzie said, she was having an issue with one of the files that prevented it from installing for her, so we'll have to address that for sure. But yeah, it's real close, and I just really appreciate all the interest in the project. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and see who's on Twitch. So yeah, expect me at Oh no! Pause. I don't want to hear my own voice. Let me check and see. Next Thursday is the 16th. I believe I should be doing the 16th. So you will hear from me then, unless I tweet about it or can't make it. Unless I take another booster shot and it knocks me out again. I was hoping that it wouldn't get me, but I guess I really should have taken it more seriously because I've heard a lot of people say that it was pretty intense. Anyway, thank you all so much. Again, let's go ahead and see who is streaming and who we may raid. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, it's got to be Rebel's Eyes, right? Our boy. Our Sky Oblivion dev, right? Thank you all, everyone, again for the donations. It's like unfathomable to me that you guys would be willing to do that. All right, Rebel's Eyes. It looks like it says Elder Scrolls 5. Maybe he's playing Skyrim. Sometimes he does do that. Oh yeah, Lizzie needs to finish the documentation. Okay, raid. Those of you who don't know Rebel's Eyes, that's Kyle. He is the creator of Sky Oblivion. I believe I know that he just tweeted that they've got like another dev video, like the 4th dev video almost complete. So we'll get another dev update, and I'm really excited to play that myself. Anyway, thank you guys again. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Oh, gotcha, Great Padinsky. Don't they do that for Pokemon as well? Like they always just tell you to do the latest thing in the category. Who can say? I guess it's technically Skyrim, sort of. It's like in the Skyrim engine. Anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Please stay safe. Please have a wonderful week as well. And I will see you next Thursday with the hottest, freshest news. And thank you all again. Have a good one. Goodbye, everybody. How do I raid? There it is. Goodbye. There it goes.
Crowd control seems like a lot of hectic fun, potentially.